Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 7-1 with a 3 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles today is Allan Ramirez, whose record is 8-4 with a 2.63 ERA. So our last game, we had a day. I took a day off yesterday, but the game that we last played was a barn burner. Kevin Big Hit Bass, hit a walk-off home run in the 10th inning to give the Tigers the victory, and we're off to a 2-0 start here in the month of June. We start a 3-game series against the Baltimore Orioles today, and then we have a day off, and then we play the Indians here. Another 3-game series. And don't forget, on the 9th, that is our amateur draft day. And so prior to the start of this game, there will be a draft show where we'll take a look and see which players are available. I can tell you right now, just from looking, there's not a lot of exciting players in this draft. But we'll get more in depth with the actual available players on this day, that is June 9th, okay? Before we get started with today's game, let's take a look at the Baltimore Orioles. We'll take a look here and see they are 9 games back, 30-25, and they've won 5 in a row. So they're coming in hot, despite losing their starting third baseman, who's a Gold Glove winner, and their starting center fielder, who's a Gold Glove winner. They've lost 3 starting pitchers, including Mike Whitaker, who will be back in the lineup in the rotation at the end of our series. So we will not face him, but Mike Whitaker will be back soon. You'll see the top prospects here, which includes former Tiger Randy O'Neal. And then they have some expiring contracts to a couple of their major players. Overall, they have an team ERA over 4. They have, 17 more runs scored than allowed. And I think the biggest problem for Baltimore, because they do suffer so many injuries, is they don't have a lot of cash. So I don't think they're spending a lot of money on their health. So they probably have more injuries than the average team. You can see here the team leaders were facing Allan Ramirez today, and he is definitely their best pitcher. So let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe to the channel. There will be contests coming up very soon, I promise you. I know I've said it a couple of times, but I just want to reiterate that there are contests coming soon, and I'll have some more details in the upcoming days, okay? Jack Morris on the mound. We have our ace. It looks like the Orioles have battered him around pretty good. The current Orioles lineup is batting .310 against him in 122 plate appearances. We have 2 relievers, both lefties that are not available for today's game. That's Rucker and Comstock. That leaves Capizzello as our only lefty. The good news is there's not a lot of lefties in the lineup, so we don't really have to worry about that. Let's take a look at the lineup versus Allan Ramirez. I was going to give some players some rest today, but I really want to get off to a good start in this series. So I am going to rest Eddie Murray. He's been struggling lately. His average is down to 276. And we're going to have Greg Brock in there at first base instead. And maybe we'll rest some players tomorrow. Let's do the Tigers' official lineup rundown. We'll take a look at their last 20 games today. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And there you can see in his last 20 games he's batting .289. Batting second in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third, playing first base is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and DHing is Kirk Gibson. Batting sixth, playing center field is Kevin Bass. Batting seventh, Playing shortstop is Allan Trammell. Batting eighth in is Terry Kennedy. And batting ninth in right field is Glenn Wilson. On the mound for the Orioles is Allan Ramirez. We'll take a look at his log here in a moment. Overall, he's making his 13th start, 8-4 with a 2.63 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 92 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .208 against him, 4 complete games, and 2 shutouts on the season so far. Fastball tops out at 93 miles an hour. That is his best pitch. It's rated at 94. He also has a changeup that's rated 81. So it's only 2-pitch pitcher, but both above average. His overall rating is a 92. And he goes to arbitration at the end of the season. You know he's going to ask for some big, big money. Let's take a look at his log. Funny story, I'll tell really quick. I went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning, right? I'm going through the drive-thru. And I tell the girl, the disembodied voice, I'm like, hey, I'd like to get a maple donut. I just, like, give me a maple donut, you know? And she's like, do you want a round maple donut or do you want a log? And, I go, you know what? I think I'll take a log. And I started laughing so hard, like a 12-year-old boy, right there at the drive-thru. It was so funny. I was the only one that got the joke, but it was pretty funny. I thought I'd share that with you. It's right. He has not faced the Tigers once. He's coming off a victory. He's got 3 wins in a row and 4 out of his last 5 starts. So he is a great pitcher. He's got 4 complete games. Every other game has been a complete game. And every other game has been a shutout. So this is the start where perhaps we'll get the upper hand on him. Oh, man, I'm so mature. Okay, here is the defense for the Orioles. They do have a couple Gold Glovers. One in right field, which is Ken Singleton, maybe the worst Gold Glove recipient in the league. And Ron LeFlore, although he is a backup, he did get a Gold Glove in 1980 with Montreal. So he is the replacement for the Gold Glove winner, Rick Manning. Okay, here is Sweet Lou leading off against Allan Ramirez. Ground ball, base hit through the left side of the infield. That's a good start. As Doug DeCinces is the new third baseman for the Orioles, the new old third baseman. Okay, here's Rickey Henderson, runner on first. We're going to hit and run with Rickey. Let's get Lou moving. And he takes strike 3, looking, and Whitaker looked like a delayed steal there. Steals second base successfully. I don't know if Rickey did not see that the hit and run was on, but maybe the pitch was just unhittable. But Whitaker does get his 4th stolen base on this season. He's 4 for 6. 1 down. Here is Greg Brock in there at first with 7. Krenchicki makes the catch. And that's going to leave it up to Mickey Hatcher. Now, I don't know if you saw in the pregame lineup rundown here, but he's got quite a hit streak going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's on a 9-game hitting streak, batting .405 in his last 20 games. Runner on second, 2 down here. Ground ball to second, and Krenchicki will toss him out. And we go to the bottom of the stranded runner. Here's the Orioles rundown. We'll show you their logs as well. Allan Bannister leading off, playing left field. Batting second at second base is Wayne Krenchicki. Batting third and DHing is Greg Luzinski. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Jim Traber. Batting fifth, playing third base is Doug DeCinces. Shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting seventh in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting eighth in center field is Ron LeFlore. And batting ninth And catching today is Ray Smith. Okay, here's Jack Morris. Let's go right to the log. He pitched 9 innings. He did not get a complete game. That went into extra innings. That was a great duel between Jack Morris and Teddy Higuera, both going 9 innings that game. But he has not had a decision in 3 starts, so it's not as though he's been pitching. It was a bad start versus Boston and all their left-handers. But overall, having a great season. You'll see here he's making his 12th start, 7. Pretty much shutout. Fastball tops out at 94 miles an hour. He's got 2 pitches now that are 90 and above. That is above average as well. A change-up he mixes in occasionally. Overall, he is 28 years old, and he does not go to free agency until next year. Defensive alignment. Gold Glovers at second and in left field today. And Allan Bannister leading off. Bannister sends a fly ball into left center field. He's got pretty good gap power. He led the American League last year with 57 doubles. He lines out to left as Henderson makes the catch. 1 down. Next up is Krenchicki, who walks on 4 straight pitches. So runner on first for the Bull, Greg Luzinski. Luzinski only has 6 home runs this year. He's batting .290. And Krenchicki steals on Kennedy. Only a 78 speed. And that is his 5th stolen base on the year. He's 5 for 6. And now in scoring position for Luzinski. 2-1 count, and the Bull crushes it. Upper deck in left center field, 405 feet, and it's 2-0 Baltimore. So Morris walks a guy, and that hurts him there. Still only 1 out as Jim Traber grounds out to short. Traber filling in for Murray, since Murray was traded away. He had 10 home runs already this year. Lining to center field, and a catch by our center fielder, Kevin Bass. So a couple runs scored on the home run by Greg Luzinski. We go to the top of the second with Gibby leading off. Gibby batting .276 with 7 home runs, and he's going to get an infield single. The shortstop, Yount, cleanly. So Gibby beats it out. Runner on first. And animation here. At the plate. No, not really performing as well as he did last year, but the walk-off will certainly earn him a few more starts in center. So Gibson moves to second on the ground out. 1 down. Here's Allan Trammell. And Trammell pops it up on the infield. Runs are going to be hard to come by. And being down 2 already makes me a little concerned. Here's Terry Kennedy. Perish. But with Ramirez on the mound, like I said, get the good guys in there. So we strand another leadoff runner. We go to the bottom of the second inning, 2-0. It's Yount, Singleton, and around LeFlore due up. Morris strikes out Robin Yount. 1 out. Next up is Kenny Singleton. And Singleton walks. Come on, Morris. 57 speed. Let's see if we can get LeFlore to hit a ground ball here. Maybe turn 2. Nope, base hit to left. Unbelievable. Singleton can only move up 1 bag. First and second, 1 down. Here's Ray Smith, the catcher. batting .279 with 3 home runs. Here, the hard way, 3-6-1 double play, and Morris gets out of the jam. We go to the top of the third. Wilson leading off. Wilson's finally got his average up to 200 versus righties. And Ramirez can't get a hold of it. He's safe at first. I only hesitated for a second to call that because I wanted to see if it was if he threw it away or if it was just a situation where he couldn't handle it. That's what it looks like. So runner on first. Leadoff man is on again. We've had the leadoff man on 3 times. We've hit and run 3 times and it worked. So we're going to let Whitaker just take a cut here. Yeah, strikes out. Unbelievable. 1 down. Rickey Henderson flipping it out to left center field. How do we not get more doubles with these 2 outfielders here? Just absolutely brutal. 2 down. Here's Greg Brock. And the Brockness monster lines it right to first baseman Traber, and that's going to do it. Once again, stranding the leadoff runner. We go to the bottom of the third. Back to the top of the lineup with Allan Bannister. And a base hit. So runner on first. I kind of thought for a moment Bannister with, his proficiency at getting doubles, I thought maybe he might get a double out of that. He's got 4.7 last year. But he was held to a single. And now Wayne Krenchicki's up. I don't think he's going to steal in this situation. Doesn't need to with a base hit. That's 4 hits and 2 walks out for Morris. And he's definitely hit the stretch in the season where he doesn't seem to be an ace anymore. Greg Luzinski's up. He's already had the 2-run shot. And this one he hits off the end of the bat to center field. Bannister holds as Bass gets it in. 1 out. Next up is Jim. 1-0 count. Ground. There we go. 4-6-3 double play. Keep the Orioles lead to 2 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. It's Hatcher, Gibson, and Bass. Hatcher's 0 for 4 in his career versus Ramirez. He strikes out, I believe, for the 2nd time today. 1 out, and the leadoff man finally does not get on base. Gibson strikes out, and Bass. Fly ball to right center field. So this is going to be one of those games where we don't have a chance unless we can get to the bullpen. And I'm not really sure how to do that. Let's see here. Doug DeCinces leading off. DeCinces, how would you like to have a backup third baseman like Doug DeCinces? I think John Castino, that's probably the right play, having him at third, but DeCinces, quality third baseman, pops it up into foul ground on the third base side, and Hatcher makes the catch. 1 down. Next up is Robin Yount. He rips it into left field for another hit. 5 hits for the Orioles. This definitely looks like a team that's on the move. I just don't know how they're winning all these games with all the injuries they have. Double play with Singleton running. That's a double play in 3 consecutive innings for the Tigers D. We go to the top of the 5th inning. We got to start working Ramirez. We don't have any walks today. And Trammell leading off. Trammell, his eye is rated 77, so he's below average in taking pitches. Although that's what he does there. Another strikeout, 5 Ks for Ramirez. So much for having the good guys in there today. I could have went with the schlubs, and we probably would be in the same spot and have players rested. Glenn Wilson, safe on an error, getting the Tigers' third base hit of the game. Runner on first. Here's Lou. Lou walks. There we go. Good job by Lou taking a couple pitches. Ramirez's pitch count up to 63. He could probably go 115 to 120. So we've still got some work to do. This would be a good time for Rickey to be Rickey. Rickey be Rickey right here. Ground ball up the middle. Nice range by Yount. And he throws him out for out number 3. We strand 2 that inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Seems like we're getting double plays on them, and then we are getting stranded on base. Ron LeFlore leading off. This was Ron LeFlore's last year in baseball, 1983. He only played for 10 seasons. Of course, he was in prison when the Tigers signed him to a free agent deal. And then by 1983, these were the cocaine 80s. And LeFlore was part of that, as it eventually led to him losing his job and getting out of baseball altogether, as Ray center field. Now Smith knows how to work the pitcher. Look at that. A 9-pitch at-bat. Morris's pitch count up to 7 for a 4th straight inning with a double play. Nope. Flips it out to center field. Back out there today. Krenchicki is 4 for 8 with 2 walks against Jamomo. Rips a line drive to right. Caught by... And we go to the top of the 6th. Morris got off to a rough start, but he's hanging in there. Through 5. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. There's nothing to see here. Whitaker, 1 for 2 with the stolen base on the missed hit and run. That might be enough to grant him player of the game so far. Let's see what we can do here as we have Brock work a walk off of Ramirez. Good job by Brock, and this is the guy you want up to hit and run. He's got that 9-game hitting. Ground ball up the middle. Snagged by Krenchicki. His only play was to first as Brock advances. So Hatcher goes to 0-3 on the day. And we really need Gibson to come through here. Gibson had that infield single. The second, and Brock gets doubled off second. Frustrating. Bottom of the 6th inning. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up. Luzinski, Traber, and DeCinces. Here's Luzinski leading off. He's got a ground ball to first. Brock steps on the bag. 1 out. Jim Traber up next. There's a base hit to right. 1 strikeout today. He does not look good. It's sawed off. And another Tigers double play. Morris covering first on that one. 4-6-1 double play. We are going to the... Kevin Bass, 0 for 2. Slow roller to Krenchicki. 1 down. I mean, Ramirez is only at 82 pitches, so I mean he's going all the way at this point. Another strikeout, 6 Ks for Ramirez. And Terry Kennedy, he's got an 0 for today. You haven't seen that very often. He pops it up into foul ground. That'll do it. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Robin Yount, 1 for 2 today. 6 for 14 against Morris in his career. There we go. Morris gets his 2nd strikeout. Morris was definitely ahead of his pace. for strikeouts, but again, these last couple of games, he had that 10 strikeout game versus the Sox, coming off an 8 strikeout game, and then since then, he hasn't been over 5. And it's not like he's not a strikeout pitcher, but I don't know, 5 seems low. Kenny Singleton popping it up. And this will be out number 2 as Brock closes the glove. 2 outs for Ron LeFlore, and LeFlore strikes out. There we go. We're going to the top of the 8th. Tigers are down to the last 6 outs, and they have shown nothing against Allan Ramirez. What do we have on the bench here? I guess Glenn Wilson, he does not hit righties well. He does have a single today. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to pinch hit Glenn Wilson with Hojo. Give Hojo a shot. He's batting .321 versus right-handers. And we can bring in Lemon for defensive purposes. Get some good wood on it. Maybe one of the better hit balls today as he flies out to right center field. There's 1 out. Next up is Sweet Lou. Lou, he pops it up on the infield. Yeah, this is just not meant to be today. And Rickey. Oh, he saws it up. That might fall in. Hey, there we go. A base hit for Henderson. Yeah, we're going to go for 2. Now, Singleton's got a Gold Glove for a reason, and it's because dopes like me run on him in these situations. He's got a noodle arm, and Henderson's got all the speed in the world. But there's a reason. We're going to go for it. Why not? We're down 2-0. He is safe at second. Good job, Rickey. Henderson gets a double. That is his 7th double on the year. And he is in scoring position for Greg Brock with 2 down. It'd be nice to get a home run here from Brock. Nope. He flips it to left, and that'll be an easy out. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's just fix the defense here real quick. We are going to put Lemon in center and move Bass over to right. And Jack's had 108 pitches. Let's see what he can do here. He can go 130. So we're not taxing him. That's a base hit. So this will be his last batter with Bannister up. We may have already gone 1 too many. So the leadoff man is on. 8 hits against Morris today. Bannister gets a base hit to left. So, all right. We're going to bring in our only lefty available today. It's George Capizzello. He gave up a run. It was a home run in yesterday's game, and I can't remember who that was for Cleveland that hit it. Oh, it was Bo Diaz, right? It was like the backup catcher. So Cappy having a good year despite giving up that home run. And I guess all you really do need to know at this point that you maybe don't already know is he goes to arbitration at the end of the year. So he is on the trade block, although I'm reluctant to trade him. We're going to pull the outfield in. We haven't had to do a lot of defensive configuration. And let's hope we can get ourselves a double play. Pop up, that helps. Carrying to the outfield grass, shallow center field. And Trammell will make the catch. And this is risky, but we're going to have Capizzello pitch to Greg Luzinski. This could be horrible, but we want to get Cappy to Traber. Full count. And he gets Luzinski to flip it to right. Smith tags up, takes third. That's good speed for a catcher. That's going to leave it up to Jim Traber to add on an insurance run. Traber batting 120 versus left-handers. Ground ball to short. Trammell makes the play. Okay, we're down to our final 3 outs. This has been a bummer. We've got Hatcher, Gibson, and Bass coming up. two of the three batters I'd like to see in this situation, I suppose. Here's Mickey Hatcher, 0 for 6, 0 for 3 on the day, 0 for 6 overall. And flies out. One down. Allan Ramirez. He is a tough man to beat. Gibson flying out to right. We're going to take out Bass and bring in Eddie Murray to face his former team here. Maybe he's got some magic. We'll see. 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Ramirez at 114 pitches, looking for a complete game shutout. Full count, and he walks Murray. Now, if we tie this, I don't have anybody to play the outfield. If somehow Trammell hits a home run here, I have nobody to play right field. We'll have to figure something out. But we'll worry about that in a moment. Okay, so here's Trammell. 5 for 22 with 3 home runs. This is the guy you want at the plate here. Here we go. Game on the line. 1-1 count. He rips it to left. Get off the wall. Oh, caught at the warning track. Oh, man. That's a bummer. Tigers lose 2-0. We had our shot. But it just did not pay off. Tigers lose 2-0. No trade offers. Let's take a look at the standings. They're at 6-game winning streak. That's impressive. They close the gap to 8. New York, I believe they had the day off because they only gained a half a game. And you can see here the American League West. Let's take a look at the National League. The division leaders both lose. New York 2 games up and Atlanta 2.5 up. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. What a crazy trade that was yesterday. I apologize if I spent too much time looking at that. Not a lot to see here with today's only report, which is the Orioles winning 2-0, and not a lot going on there. Ramirez pitched really well. Let's take a look at his scouting out of curiosity. That is his 3rd shutout of the year. And his ERA is down to 2.40. He's a dark horse Cy Young Award winner. Let's take a look at the transactions. Any trades? No. Rusty Trombone here is going to miss 25 days. And Greg Matthews. So, yeah, I think we already saw that, right? Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I'll tell you more stories. Getting donuts. Tigers win. Lose 2-0. A player of the game. This is a tough one. I guess we're going to give it to... I don't know who I would give it to. Yes, Whitaker did get a stolen base, but it was not a missed hit and run. He did walk as well. You know what? We're going to give it to Sweet Lou. Rickey had the double, but it didn't really amount to anything. Jack Morris gets his 2nd loss on the year. And I have to say, he's in a bit of a slump. His ERA actually goes down from 3 to 2.97. So I guess how much of a slump could he be in? Look at all the defensive double plays. Trammell involved in 4 of them. And George Capizzello does a good job there getting out of a jam in the 8th inning. Allan Ramirez, awesome. Greg Luzinski had the 2-run home run. That was the difference. The rest of the game was boring. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the 3-game series. Until then, everyone, have a great night.